Hi everybody, it's me, MattHawes of the Happy Show, and I'm here today with another video vlog. It's April 16th, 2009, and it's been a while since I made a regular video vlog. That's because I've been very busy at the shop. I know this is something you, if you follow my videos regularly, have heard me say quite a bit, and it's true. I've been busy messing around here, tending to the business, as it were. But I have a lot to talk about this time. In fact, first up is this whole deal with HULU-TUBE. That's right. I understand. I just caught wind of this today, in fact, that apparently the story is that a lot of people are afraid that YouTube, with its changes that they're bringing on, is going to be more like a Hulu website, and like it could be the end of viral video as we know it, and blah blah blah. There's some legitimate concerns, and I am myself a bit concerned, not entirely, because you know, the sad thing is, the more popular a site like YouTube comes, unfortunately it gets more corporate, and that's not a defense of it. That's just realistic view. Does that mean we shouldn't fight it? No, we should fight it. We need to let them know when we're unhappy with certain changes. And the way I understand from the main video I watched that was talking about this, discussing these changes, is that the guy who made that video and a lot of other people who share his concern are feeling that we're going to be marginalized. That many of us who make regular vlogs and just the independent people out here, just the average regular guy and gal who's putting up their own videos, we're going to be kind of pushed to the side in favor of the movies, television, and corporate sponsors. That's commercial advertisers with the website. And yeah, from what I've seen, if the design I saw was the design that they're going to go with, yeah, it's looking like they are kind of pushing us to the side, and unfortunately they've been doing so for a while now. And again, should we fight it? Yes, in the strictest sense, you should let it be known you're unhappy with that. I'm unhappy with that. But I will say one thing: the video I saw that discusses this, I'll probably be putting a link over here in the description video to it. The video that I saw that was discussing this, they try to say, now we know why that Viacom wasn't really the villain, that YouTube was the villain in the whole Viacom battle. Apples and oranges, dude. It's not the same thing. No, Viacom was flatly wrong. Trust me, as somebody who took a few hits from Viacom, actually one major hit where they removed my video, and fought that removal and got my video placed back up. No. It's not the same situation. They're two different things. There might be some... the only thing they have in common is corporate greed. YouTube is not without sin, obviously, with the due respect to corporate greed. In fact, we're seeing them getting worse with it, with all this other stuff that we're discussing with the HULU-TUBE. But this deal with Viacom, no. That was over a year ago, and that had nothing to do bearing with this. No, YouTube, I'll defend YouTube there. And not only because Viacom personally went after my video, because they went after several people's videos, that was a corporate giant who saw at that time that YouTube was making all this money. It was a threat to Viacom because it's a threat on the internet and could potentially become bigger and more of a threat to them, because when it comes down to it, they're both sources for entertainment, and one was showing, that it was emerging as a presence. The other one's established and is afraid of this competition and this new thing it don't understand. And perhaps now maybe they're catching on a little bit more. Who knows? Basically, what happened with Viacom is they felt threatened about this, and they wanted some cut too, because they were claiming, well, people are putting up music videos and clips from our TV shows and blah blah blah, and YouTube, you're generating so much income because people are watching those videos with our music videos, our clips, and blah blah blah, and we want this cut. And YouTube was already working out deals with other corporations like UMG, whoever else, and they were working out deals giving these corporations a cut of the profits that YouTube was making to kind of basically silence them, in a sense, say, listen, here, shut up, here's some money, just leave us alone, here's some money. Well, Viacom decided that wasn't enough money, whatever the offer was, and they're like, oh, no, that's not enough money, so tell you what, you're going to take down any videos with our copyright material, and you're just, across the board, we're going to mark them and you're going to take them down. And YouTube, wanting to avoid a lawsuit, complied and took down a lot of videos without any real discretion, because neither Viacom nor YouTube was using discretion really in that. They were just, YouTube was being told which ones to take down. They said, okay, we'll take it down. And then it was up to individuals like myself who had our videos wrongly marked to go ahead and fight that removal. But it was Viacom that was the villain in that thing, and YouTube was just trying to cover its own butt at that time. And, that's what that was all about. So yes, Viacom was the villain at that time. Just because YouTube is doing some stupid stuff now doesn't mean that Viacom is absolved of its guilt or of its sin or whatever that it committed back then towards many of us users here on YouTube. It's insane to even say that. What is that? Just like a little tactic to say, well, screw you, YouTube. For doing Hulu, well, yeah, Viacom was right. No, Viacom wasn't right. But YouTube isn't right now. Not really. I mean, they're doing what's in their own self-interest as a corporation, but really it's short-term thinking. My biggest problem with corporations is short-term thinking. Even Viacom still, back then, to this day, with a lot of these corporations, they're so short-sighted they don't realize the promotional value of YouTube, unless it's a direct promotional value, like ad placements or whatever. They don't understand that many more albums, CDs, whatever, videotapes and all have been sold to people who got a sampler, if you will, or what have you, off of YouTube, watching materials that was put up, even if it was technically copyright infringement by some people. It's still, we're talking like a 12-year-old putting up a music video, and somebody else sees that music video and decides they want to go and buy the entire CD. Yes, technically that kid violated the copyright, and I'm saying 12-year-old, it could be a 30-something-year-old, whatever. The point remains. Yes, technically it's a copyright violation, but this is where the short-term thinking comes in. It's the non-commercial endeavor. The kid wasn't making money off of it. By and large, of course, the only people that make money off of YouTube videos that aren't some corporation is the people who are in the partnership program, and most of those people can't be really putting up copyright infringing videos, because then their videos won't be approved, theoretically. So anyway, yeah, basically what I'm saying is that there is money that could be generated. It's not directly generated from the video, but it could be generated for the video in an indirect way for these corporations, and they're just being stupid. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on that Hulu thing, of course, just like all of you will probably be doing so, and seeing what happens here in the future. And again, I stress we must fight it if it seems like they're trying to push us off to the side, because it is true to say that we, the vloggers and the original content providers who are not commercial or not corporate, we have helped make this site. We put it on the map because it was a site originally created to share videos between family and friends. The vloggers got a hold of that and made it even more something else. And then people who did original content, like with me and my Happy Show and such, made it even more so. But all that was still independent people who aren't part of any corporation putting their stuff out there and building this site and making it something special. And a lot of people want to claim, their little piece of the pie for this or that, but it wasn't, yeah, you get music videos and stuff, get a lot of hits, but it's this other stuff that really made the character in the face of YouTube. Okay, on to the next subject, since I mentioned it, the partnership program. Well, many of you have already noticed that I was approved as a partner. And because I know the little legalese, you're not supposed to discuss details, so I won't get into too much details of this stuff. There's not really much to say. It's just that the mistaken, and maybe if this loses me in my partnership, I don't care. If it loses me in my account, I don't care. I'll still state this much, because I don't think this should count as what we were talking about here. I didn't apply in the strictest sense. I didn't set out to become a partner. Let me put it that way. I did apply, but I didn't set out to apply, if that makes sense. And if it doesn't, it will here, hopefully in a second. I said before, that I felt that the whole deal between the partnership was a way for YouTube to get people to willingly put ads on their videos. And that the people who thought it was going to generate and make them rich, well, they were in this kind of la-la land, because you would have to have thousands and thousands of views to get any kind of real revenue from this thing. And the average vlogger, and I'm including myself in this, we don't get nowhere near that kind of view count on our videos. I don't get that much. I didn't see a point in wanting to become a partner at my level, except for the perks, the perks, not the cash, please, no, not the cash perks or whatever. No, I'm talking about the branding options. I like having the logo and everything else, stuff that other sites would give you for free, but YouTube makes you become a partner to get, like a logo on the website and the autoplay feature on your videos, little things like that, just fun little aesthetics, that you can throw up on your website, on your web page for the site. Those are the things that interested me in the partnership. But I was never going to mess with sending out an application for the partnership. Now, when I signed into my account on the MattHawes channel, that's the channel you're watching now, I have two primary channels on YouTube. I have the one for the Happy Show full episodes and the MattHawes channel. I noticed there was a difference, a distinction between what was being offered to me, I guess, on my account page for the MattHawes channel as opposed to the Happy Show channel. They had a little thing basically saying, I forget the exact wording, but basically it was giving me the notion that, hey, you could be a partner, blah blah blah, apply here. And it wasn't like a regular ad. Again, it was on my account when I signed in. It was on that account page. I'm like, oh, I just had an inkling that they were pretty much approving me, a pre-approval of sorts. It's just a formality that I have to go ahead and register. And that's more or less what it seemed to do, because I wasn't offered this on my other channel. And so I went ahead and clicked on the link, and I had to sign into this website. I don't know how many details, which is a violation of the rules, but you basically, I'll put it out there though, because there's no secret here, you have to agree to be putting ads on your videos, which is what I said you had to do to begin with. I knew that would happen, but the good thing is you get to choose if you want ads on your video. So that's why you won't see any ad on this video. First off, it's not going to generate enough views to warrant any ad, because it's not going to make enough money to worry about. I can't see it making any money. But there was one thing that cleared up for me seeing this, and that is, and again, maybe this is a violation of discussing such things, I don't know, but the money doesn't come from video views. The money comes from the ad revenue that's generated whenever we place an ad on a video and you click on it. And that's where the ad is. And I'm not saying that and don't. Maybe they don't want you to discuss that because they don't want people clicking on it. Don't click on it unless you genuinely are interested in the ad for some reason. I'm not, this video won't have an ad on it. And I'm not, but that's what it is. It doesn't have to do with video views. And so that was the big thing about this whole ad, about this whole deal with partnership, with the ad revenue and stuff. So it was, this is pretty much what I figured. And I do like I said, having the logo. I like having the branding options that, again, should be free. They should just be part of the site. I mean, do you really need to make that part of the incentive for getting the people to be partners? I mean, a lot of people are going to be, for the lure of the money. I haven't tested to see if I can do longer than 10-minute videos. I'm going to let this rant, this video discussion, this video vlog go as long as it will naturally, go here, so I can see if it matters. I might be under 10 minutes anyway. If it goes over 10 minutes, we'll see what happens there. Besides, there's a little trick in case you don't know this, haven't already noticed this. You can go over 10 minutes. You can't go over 11 minutes. I noticed this, in the past, my videos will be 10 minutes and 39 seconds, 10 minutes and 59 seconds almost. I didn't get quite that high, but been, over 10 and a half minutes with videos before, and they still will go through. It seems like you can go over 10, you can't go over 11. They just say you can't go over 10 because, they have to set the number somewhere. And 10 sounds more sensible than saying 1059. But partnership, I understand. I don't know if this is true or not. I haven't tested it again. If I can go over 10 minutes with this account, so we'll see. If I don't find out with this video, I'll find out with another video eventually, I guess. Unless they strip me of my partnership because I dared to tell you some detail about the ad generation. In which case, I don't care. I never really wanted to be a partner. I just took it because I wanted the branding option and see if it would be approved. They offered it. I said, well, if they're offering it and it's a chance for me to actually be automatically approved, and I don't have to jump through any hoops, not any real hoops anyway, then whatever, I'll see what goes. I don't know, again, why this channel was chosen, unless it got more subscribers is why than my other channel, or what have you. The content is a bit different, but not entirely. Who knows? So, but the partnership thing, and whatever, you know. I don't know when I'll put, if I need to put ads on, because I'm not about, you know, I'd like to make money. I think I even said in the past, I'm pretty sure I've said in the past, I love to make money at doing something I enjoy. If somebody came to me and said, hey, Matt, we'll pay you to make the Happy Show for us, I'd do it. What the hell? But it's not just because of the money, and there's not. Anyway, I can see there's going to be any real money to be made here. I mean, really. So, yeah, what do you think? I'm making some new videos for the Happy Show that will be on the Happy Show channel, and you'll be able to see some stuff here. And I got so much stuff that I'm still going to be doing soon. I hope you'll tune in. And that's my video vlog for today. Yay! Hulu!